losing my mind.
Welcome to another episode, Change Tomorrow Today. It's always a treat when like-minded people meet.
Man, Al, man, you keep coming up with that, man. I don't know what you're doing, man. We got Alice back again for segment number 2, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. The last one we cut off, I said you were talking about my daughter going to college.
Mm-hmm.
I said she's staying home.
Mm-hmm.
I said I'm happy she's staying home. You know what I mean? And I said, because there's people like us out there, guys like us.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure you wasn't always a good guy before you met the wife, right?
No, I've always been a good guy. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah. But
You believe
look,
that?
okay.
He's an attorney.
Listen, that don't mean I wasn't out there wilding.
That's what I'm saying.
But good guy, I've always been a good person.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Being a
I was okay.
bad person.
Yes.
I'm just saying, but before you met
it's funny because that you say that because I literally was just thinking. It was like last night or this morning, like, man, I'm so lucky that I never caught a disease or got anybody pregnant. Because I was out there.
Now you say, what does that mean when I say
I hope my wife don't listen to this.
I'm pretty sure she knows that.
Babe, listen, that was like 30 years ago. I'm a different person.
I'm sure she knows you're a better person. And that did not make you a bad person. You just
of course not.
You're just
of course
your
not,
roots, man. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, everybody got to go through it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
boy, look here.
it's life. But yeah, I mean, daughters are tough.
No, they're not tough.
I'm sorry. No. You're right. They are not tough.
Boys are
Being
tough.
a father to daughters is tough.
Yeah, because the boys like us.
Yes, and so because I have 2 young nieces that we hung out with today, and I look at them and they're so sweet and young and innocent, and I'm like, man, don't trust these niggas out here, man.
I be trying to tell my daughter all the time. I tell both my daughters all the time. I say, and they're like, everybody's not like you. I say they worse than me.
Well, and the crazy
I
thing
didn't have
is,
social media.
right? And
yeah,
so
yeah.
Man,
with your daughter, you have that, right? So like it's kind of your responsibility, like your pops, you got to tell them, right?
Yeah.
But as uncle, I'm like, man, where do I kind of like weave in there, because I don't want to like step on their parents' toes.
No, you can do it too, bro.
Yeah.
You can tell them, hey, let me tell you something. You guys are sweet. I tell my daughter, I say, you guys are extremely sweet. So you gotta understand, if I'm gonna come at you, this is the angle I would take, and I break it down to them.
Yeah.
Because you're so sweet.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna come at this angle right here, and have you have to put up my hand, and you ain't never see it coming. Right.
So and what I decided that I'm gonna do.
They worm sperm slip.
Actually, no. You know what though? The new generation, they don't even know how to holler at girls. So I'm honestly not even scared of the new generation.
You're not scared of them? I
These
am,
lames
I
out
got
here.
daughters.
These
I'm
new
scared.
dudes.
I'm scared no matter what.
Everything is Instagram. What's your Instagram?
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
like they don't
right.
even know. Like I was hearing a story. Somebody was telling. It was a young lady was saying like, yeah, this guy found me, came up to me and was like, hey, I know you from blah blah blah, whatever social media.
Right.
Can I have your like whatever? Can I send you a DM or whatever? And left. And she's like,
Why would
you
ask
took the
her-
time to come up to me in person. You
They're
had me
scared.
right here
Can
in
I
front of
send
you
you-
to
Right,
talk
right.
to you,
Right.
but you'd rather send me the email.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're weirdos.
They're scared.
Yeah. People don't,
Yeah.
but people don't know
Yeah,
how to.
man.
But that's society
Social
these days.
interaction is
Yeah,
different.
It's over
different,
the
man.
it's over
It's
the
more
wire
the girls
now.
than it is the boys.
But I tell you what, all them little suckers, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I have daughters. Don't come around. Don't play that, Mr. Real, Mr. I don't want to hear none of that, man. If you so sweet, stay away from my daughters, man. If you so good, just stay away, bro. And I'm like, you a good dude. Just stay away.
I want my daughter to go away to college so she can have a true college experience.
Right.
What's that? What's the true?
She's
college
gonna
experience?
wild out. You
Yeah.
have to be okay with
No,
that.
no, I want to know what's the true college experience.
I just feel like it's important to have a true college where you do wild out, where you
No,
do
no, 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 no,
party,
no, no, no.
where you do have a
You
good
ain't gotta
time. Because if
wild
you,
out, man.
it's an experience, and
My
I feel like
thing
people who
is-
don't experience it, they won't understand.
Yeah.
But when you say wild out, what we talking about wild out now?
All of it, dog. That's
No, no,
gonna
They
happen.
have to have a
listen to me.
college
I'm saying,
experience.
what do you mean? By, my idea.
Whether-
Use your imagination.
My idea of
Use
my
your
daughter,
freaky imagination.
My idea of my daughter's wilding out. No. It's them staying up late,
No.
watching TV, not going to
Right.
bed on time.
Brother.
Possibly
You're
showing
such
up
a
to
Okay,
dad.
Bible study every night.
Right.
You're
Gonna say all
such a
that.
dad.
We say wilding out, right?
Right.
Staying
right,
up
right.
late, showing up to
Right.
class late.
Right.
But it's what also
No.
What was
she's gonna be
your-
doing along with
Yeah.
the young men.
Yeah,
But
All of that, man, it's gonna happen.
That's
But
a
matter of
choice, though.
fact, it's
That's-
gonna happen
it's going to it's
under
gonna,
your roof or
it's
not.
going to help her.
What's
It's going
gonna
to
happen?
help her.
It's gonna happen, man.
What's
Whether
gonna
they
happen?
go away or stay in your house.
Well,
but,
they
but,
gonna do
but,
it.
But let me say this though. I have my oldest daughter. She's away at school in Jacksonville at University of North Florida. She gives me no problems.
Right.
I can call my daughter right now.
She gonna pick up the phone.
She gonna pick up the phone.
I'm sure
Yeah,
she's
ain't
a
no wild-
fine
No
young lady.
problem.
I'm sure she's a fine young lady.
No
You
problem.
know, mature,
Right.
head on her
Yep.
shoulders, all of that.
Because you
but
know why too? Because let me tell you something.
I
See-
was about to say something.
No,
I don't
no,
wanna say
no,
it.
no.
Nah,
But see,
I'm not
but
gonna
see,
say it.
but see, I never sheltered my daughters. I never sheltered her.
I hear you,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? Took her out,
Yes.
did all that stuff.
Right.
So when she went away to college, it was nothing to her.
Of course, okay, yes, I
was-
agree with
it was
that,
nothing
and that's good.
right.
But there are things that she did not experience with you.
I mean,
there
of course, yeah,
Right.
yeah, of
hovering
course.
over her shoulder.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not hovering, bro. I don't hover.
Right.
I don't hover.
Whatever the case may be,
course,
man.
of
There's
course.
things that
Hoverer.
she couldn't do with you here
Yeah.
that she's gonna sneak away and do under the
Hoverer.
cover of darkness or under the
Yep.
cover of something. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
And so, and I was the thing I was gonna say earlier was like a little bit too graphic because it was gonna
Man, they
give
gonna
you
go
a
to
mental
college and they gonna
picture.
be fucking. Okay.
oh my
Right.
Lord Jesus.
That is
Right.
what they're
Let-
gonna
okay,
do.
Right.
Now let's change the
And I didn't want to have your mind.
They
no,
can't
no,
do
no,
that at
no,
home.
no,
They
no,
can't do
trust
that
me,
in your
I'm
house.
not
But in
mad
that
about that.
dorm where they got their own
Let's
room
check.
and their own privacy,
Somebody gonna have her
they gonna
ass in the air.
do what they gonna do.
Let's change the
I'm
topic.
sorry.
Let's
That's
go-
just fact.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
go to politics.
All right,
Let's
yeah,
go to
let's
politics,
move on to
brother.
the
Let's
next
go to
subject.
politics.
Ralph about to have a heart.
Let's go to politics, man. Let me. What do you think about the current state of the country?
I
our
hate
country,
it.
man.
I hate it.
Huh?
I hate
What
it.
do you hate about it so much?
I hate the I mean, we have a two-party system,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
We have Republicans and Democrats.
Don't forget independent.
I'm about to say, what
Yeah,
about the
independent,
independents?
no, independent.
We have Republicans and
I know,
Democrats.
I know.
We never had an independent president.
I know.
Right.
There's very few people who call themselves independent
Right.
in Congress right now. And I guess we'll talk at the federal level, but it bleeds down to every
I
level.
know. I know.
So in our two-party system, man, like it just has become too much Bloods and Crips to me.
It's always been that to me.
It's always been that way, but it didn't like it used to kind of be that like you would have like your fringes, right? You have your 25-30% crazy Republicans,
Right.
25-30% crazy Democrats, and then most people are in that like 60% that's in the middle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Whether you lean left or lean right, like most people generally have been sensible. I feel like nowadays it's literally 50-50 down the
Mhm.
middle. It's like, oh, you're wearing red, I'm going with you. You wearing blue, I'm going with you. Or if it's you're wearing red, fuck you. If you're wearing blue, fuck you. So I hate that about it. Matter of fact, I hate the fact that like so many conversations now will boil down to Republican and Democrat, and it didn't have anything to do with political party. You'll see a racism conversation devolve into, well, Republicans, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, they ain't saying anything about Republicans. They said racism.
Right.
Now, that's another topic, the fact that Republican Party is the one that we consider when we talk about racism.
It's funny to me. It's
Yeah.
hilarious in my opinion.
But,
Yeah.
you know, there's racist Democrats too, obviously.
Oh,
You know what I
oh,
mean?
Man, come on
Come
now.
on, man.
Come
You know what
on.
I'm saying? So, like, I
Come
mean,
on now.
to answer the question, how do I feel about the current political environment? I hate it. I think it's stupid. I think it's too tribal, man. Like, and people stop thinking
Mhm.
because they start. The second you hear Republican, it's like, okay, I can't listen to you no more.
Yeah,
the
I
second
agree.
you
I
hear
agree.
Democrat, I can't
100%.
listen to you no
Yeah.
more. And it's like you
Mhm.
gotta listen to folks, man.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we have more in common
Mhm.
than we have different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Well,
So-
I think the reason why it's like that is because people have been voting a certain way for so long. It's almost
What
like
people? You talking about black people?
Black
Well,
folks.
that's
Let's
what-
just be
yeah,
straight up.
That's
Black
what we're talking
folks.
about.
Man.
We ain't
Black
talking about no
folks.
other people. We talking
Right.
about.
Black folks.
I'm saying like I think they've been voting a certain way for so long. It's almost grandfathered in. Like
Yeah.
even me when we came in this country, man, my mother, you know, all her friends that was here before,
Mhm.
whatever, family members,
Democrats.
they
Yeah.
talking about, you know, y'all got to be Democrats.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now you never understanding why. You're like,
Right.
oh, Republicans are racist.
Yeah. That's all.
But as I
right.
got
We was
older
taught
and I started paying attention, I realized, okay, every time I've had a Republican president, there's more money in circulation. This is just me thinking. I don't know about nobody else.
Yeah, I
I don't
agree.
know what
I can
anybody
attest
else
to
do.
that.
I'm not talking about if you was working 9 to 5, you didn't see. I'm saying every time it was a
Mhm.
Republican in office, money was circulating.
Mhm.
Okay. What about the 90s with Clinton?
I was young. I didn't experience.
That
Clinton.
was like the
we were
golden.
kids.
So I
golden
will say
ages,
the
right?
90s, that era, the Clinton era, as a nation, we probably were more prosperous.
Did you make any money when Clinton was office?
Nigga, I was
In
16.
college.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
I was
I'm
10.
talking about when I was
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
I was, I'm saying. When
In
it
your
was-
adult life.
I'm saying.
Right. When you're old enough to vote.
When I was
right.
not even vote, when I was old enough to money, to see money. I'm
Okay.
saying money was in circulation when Republicans was in. You can tell me if I'm wrong, bro.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And when Democrats was in office, money was always being sucked back inside.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a vacuum. We're going to give you this government cheese. We're going to give you this Section 8.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to call this your family heirloom. Right? And you ain't got to worry about nothing. Anything you need, we'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Whereas the Republicans, they was trying to, I guess, I don't mean to say this, but they were trying to scam so much money
Mhm.
that they had to put it in rotation.
Yeah, rotation.
Right? And if
yeah.
you were smart enough, you could grab
You
you
could grab you
a little
yeah,
something.
exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly,
And some of us got to grab us a little
Yeah,
something. And some
yeah,
of us
Yeah.
didn't.
I
But-
mean, I'll say this. Okay, so if you take like the year 2000
Mhm.
to the year 2008,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
that was George W. Bush,
Mhm.
Republican.
Mhm.
What was the, I guess, defining characteristic of that era?
Mm.
What, the Iraq War?
Iraq War, Afghanistan War.
Mm.
I mean, economically, what would you say? I mean, I was in school, I was in law school, so I wasn't
Mhm.
really making money.
I'm saying,
You know, I don't think I was any better off. So, but
I'm
you're
saying
saying
for
from
me,
08
I'm saying for
to
me,
16
Yeah.
during the Obama years.
I'm saying it was circulation, man.
So here's the thing. I don't think there. So let me just back up. So I'll just say this sort of broadly over everything.
Right.
I honestly don't think it mattered who's the president. If
Because they
everybody's
determine all of that anyway.
well, they do determine it. Maybe. I mean, who knows?
I
Because
feel like all of that is just a game.
it
It's
could
just a
be.
game.
It is
It
a
could
game.
It
be.
doesn't. It's like we're gonna please these people
No,
for
no,
this
no,
period
it's
of
never that.
time.
It's never
No.
about pleasing.
No. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. When
Mhm.
us getting a black president was a pleasing thing. But if you notice, they made sure
Mhm.
that they came back and did what they felt like they
Oh, you
needed to
talking
do.
about that? I'm talking about the money. I ain't
Right.
talking about the color. I don't
Good.
care.
Yeah.
I was talking about. I'm sorry. See, I was thinking about the money.
Right.
My bad.
Okay.
I
So back
apologize.
to the economics then. With the money, right? So you have George W. Bush, who has us in a war from 2000 or 2003 when the Iraq War started to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know when it ended.
Yeah, when
we
did
were
it
still
end?
over there when Obama got
Obama-
elected.
Obama
Yeah.
was still in the-
And I think he ended it or whatever, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
But
Obama
okay.
did it.
So
We were there for a long time.
but we hit a recession, right? So like
Mhm.
if y'all remember in 07, that was when the housing market crashed.
Crashed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
Because
that.
they did
Well,
all that.
That was 08.
but
not
Pete-
07, 08. Like 08.
07, 08.
Yeah,
Okay,
08,
fine.
08.
But that was during the era of Bush, the
Mhm.
Republican,
Mhm.
deregulating all the banks,
Mhm.
taking away government controls over it, right?
Right.
So taking off all the guardrails, do what you want, free market.
That's what I'm saying. Money
Right?
was in rotation, bro.
And what happened?
I don't
The
know what
fucking housing market
That was
crashed
fine by
because
me
of it,
'cause I
because
didn't
of
own
all
a house.
those because of all the subprime mortgages,
Mhm.
like
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then to bring it back to black folk, like who are the people hurt the most by that?
Yep.
Black people,
Middle class and low class.
Yep. Black
But
who
black-
tend to be black people.
black
black
people.
Black people. But
Right.
I will say
Okay.
this. The money was in rotation, bro.
Was it though? Was it? Because if I feel like from the first couple of years of Obama's presidency, we were in a deep recession, bro. Like they were calling it the next depression. They
Yeah.
called it the Great
Depression.
Recession.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It was bad.
yeah,
That's why
and
they gave. That's what they gave us Obama because black people was really
Okay.
in an uproar.
Uproar.
So
I remember
now-
They gave
so
us
are you gonna
Obama
blame
because Bush
that-
already fucked everything up.
exactly. So
So
are
they
you
said,
gonna
"Here
blame
y'all
that
go.
on
Now you can get
Obama?
Obama," and then
So-
everybody said, "Well, Obama
Right.
didn't do anything for us. He was trying to clean up a mess that he ain't
So
created."
y'all-
Exactly. So if you're
yeah,
talking about
you-
like
you-
Republican, Democrat policy,
you're going structure wise and everything. I'm just talking about rotation.
The money.
See,
I
I'm
don't
not
know what
talking-
you mean
Right.
by that though.
Well, I'm talking about rotation.
Yeah, but what you said, I hear what you're
You're talking
saying.
structure.
No, but structure matters.
You laughing because you know what I'm
But structure matters because even though this is what I hate about this era now, where everybody says, "Oh my God, put Trump back in office because Trump gave me money."
No,
And it's
Trump
like-
Trump gave you $1,200.
Trump ain't give
Like,
you
One
stop,
time.
No, no,
stop,
no, no, no.
because we have to look at the structure. We have to look at how it's affecting us as a whole.
You're talking about-
How it's
And people
affecting
also
us as
say-
a
and
whole.
people also
I'm not
say-
talking about no stimulus.
People
bro.
were losing their
I don't know how to
homes,
explain
like,
it to you in layman's terms.
and black people don't
What
have
I'm
a lot of
saying
stuff.
to you is, bro, Whenever it's been a Republican in office, money has been in rotation, and he got a
Who
smirk
is
on his
seeing
face.
it, though?
Yeah, I mean, you just have to open up
You
your
said we
third
see it?
eye to grab it. You have to open up your third eye. I think I'm gonna be honest with you. I think for black folks, we don't educate ourselves enough. We like to sit in front of the TV and watch CNN and just.
Or you
know,
want somebody to tell
Yeah,
you.
to tell you.
MSNBC,
Yeah,
somebody
I
guiding
think-
you.
yeah,
okay.
to guide
Yeah.
you instead of going out there opening your
Figuring
eyes
it
and
out
go
on your
grab it,
own.
go get it.
True.
Yeah.
That's black people's problem.
Like,
That's
I
the
don't-
problem.
I don't know how to
Right.
break it down for you, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
bro.
honest.
Yeah.
with you.
I'm
That's
just
the
telling
No,
you,
problem.
bro.
I hear that, but I will say this: that's not a black problem. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? The being spoon fed media and information and all
Mhm.
that, like that is a people problem.
Okay.
That ain't a black thing. It ain't
Right.
that black people just want to sit down and
But-
watch MSNBC
no, but
and
black
watch the
people-
news
but
and
black people
believe
been-
anything that come on the
No,
TV.
but black people have been doing that for a very,
I
very,
hear, but so have
very
white
long
people.
time.
Like what?
No,
and
but
I
they
feel
been
you. This
wi-
is
no,
centered
See,
toward
the
black
difference-
people.
No, the difference with the white people is when they were doing it, they were winning. They were getting something out of it.
They weren't winning.
What?
Okay, I'm sorry.
What?
My fault. I misspoke. They were winning very much.
okay.
They
Right,
weren't
right.
winning because they won, though. They were winning
by
because the
default.
system
Because
is their system.
it's
Like
the-
they have to win.
Well, duh, that's what I'm saying. I'm
Right.
like,
okay.
we
Right.
can't afford.
I
to
thought
be-
you were saying
No.
like they were doing something different
No,
that black people
no,
were not
but I'm
doing that
saying
was
because
causing them to win.
No, what I'm
Right.
saying to you is because it's not our system. You know what I'm saying? They can sit there and by default they're gonna win automatically, bro.
Right.
They don't have to do much. They could be zombies if they want to. Dumb and just
Right.
follow whatever. They're gonna win, bro.
Exactly.
Let me tell you something, man. And
So
hold on, let me say
I'll
this.
push back on that too.
No,
in a
let
minute.
me say this. This no disrespect to anybody that's homeless.
Mm.
You know, because you know what I'm saying, we gonna do different things to try to be in the community to help with that. But you know, one of the things that bothers me when I see a white homeless person, you wasting your whiteness, bro. And this is no disrespect to anybody. No, think about it, bro.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can clean up yourself. You can get a job. You can walk in a bank and get a nice, hefty loan.
No, yeah.
If you want, if you understand the game of life,
Yes, that's right. That's right.
As a black man, bro, we have to do everything 10, 20 times,
Harder.
100 times
Yeah, yeah.
better.
Absolutely.
Yeah, better.
To
Yeah.
qualify
absolutely.
for the
To
same thing they qualify for.
That's true.
So
That's true.
that's true. That's true. But and I'm glad you kind of mentioned it in that way.
And I meant no harm to anybody. I'm not.
No,
trying
for
to, you know,
sure,
I
for
don't
sure.
mean no harm. I'm
Well,
just speaking of.
With the homeless thing, like that's a whole other issue. I think you got to get to like you have to be at the end of the road to find yourself
Sometimes,
homeless.
bro, you never know. Sometimes,
Those people
bro.
are sick. I look at those people not as like losers and bums. Like I look at those people as someone who is like who needs help, who can't function in life.
No, not even sometimes. It's not like no disrespect to what you're saying. I've had conversations with homeless people. I talk, like I said, I
They
love.
crazy, bro.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they
crazy.
are.
No, bro. I've met this one brother that was very smart, bro. Very educated,
He had a
bro.
moment of clarity.
No, it's not a moment of clarity, bro. We sat down and we had a conversation, and I'm like, man, you're very intelligent.
So why
like,
is
what
he
happened,
homeless? Yeah,
right?
why is he
Yeah.
homeless?
He's the only child. His parents they died, right?
Mhm.
He was married. His wife left him, took everything.
Mhm.
Okay, so he still has his job. He's trying to build.
Right.
Loses his job. Had no savings. Had nothing. So now he's living in his car.
Mhm.
Lost his job, trying to find another job. Can't. So time is ticking. As time is, you lose your car.
Yeah.
You start losing.
Oh.
So then what happens? You have nobody. So you might say, it's not everybody's situation is different.
I
You know what I'm
hear you.
saying?
I
Some
hear
people
you.
just been dealt a bad hand.
Bad
I hear
hand,
you.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Like for me, I think we really need to not just group everybody together.
Yeah,
Give
no,
people
for sure.
chances and opportunities to really clean up themselves.
For sure.
Because like I said, us here, anything could go wrong, man. We fall in that category. Bro.
Yeah,
You never
true.
know what could happen. It don't got to be drugs, alcohol, none of that.
Yeah.
It could be bad luck, bro.
Yeah.
It could be God. The devil say, I'm gonna mess with you. I'm gonna go play with you.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
A Job situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
let's bring it back to the politics then. What
Like I said, bro.
would you
Republicans-
consider yourself a Republican?
I consider myself a money kin. Wherever the money goes, how the money flows, and this is not. And when I'm saying the money flows, the money goes. It's not about greed or none of that. Because being greedy, bro, you can't eat by yourself.
No, of course. I
That's
want to be rich
disgusting.
too.
Right.
I want to be
But-
rich
but,
too.
No, I want to be rich with people that I love and care for, that I enjoy. around me.
Absolutely.
But I'm
Absolutely.
saying when I see a money can, I mean like I don't care about who's in office. I I don't do them games. That's like me saying, you telling me pick a flag, red or blue, crip or blood.
Right.
I'm neither.
Right.
I'm saying whoever's going to put the money in rotation.
I know what you mean.
Right.
You just want to share the pie.
Whoever going to put the money in rotation, that's where I'm rolling with. And I'm still not going to vote, but that's where I'm rolling with.
Yeah, you just want yours.
What about you?
I mean, I don't consider myself either.
Okay.
You know,
so you would say independent if you had to say anything?
Independent if I had to say anything, yeah.
You a money can or you Republican, Democrat, what are you? I'm a money can, what are you?
It depends on the candidate.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'll say I've tended in the past few elections. I've voted Democrat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I voted Democrat.
My mama been voting Democrat since I can remember.
All Haitians
okay.
vote Democrats,
So
man.
right.
Yeah.
So
majority.
Why do and like we were talking about like why do black people
Vote
what is the clip 93% clip vote
right.
Democrat, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I don't think it's just because black people are doing what we've always done.
What is that?
I don't think you give black people enough credit when you say that.
I don't give black people any credit.
Okay, so
when I say black people, I mean the current black people that see on this planet. I give our ancestors all the credit, right? Because they got us to this point. But we just been ever since we gotten to this point, we've been stagnant, man.
But you say you were Democrat. The last few elections, you voted Democrat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this last election, Biden and Kamala, you voted.
I voted for Biden in the last election.
How many niggas have Biden put in prison since when he was running California?
That was Kamala. That was Kamala.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she locked up a lot of brothers.
Of course,
don't get it twisted.
It was her
what
job.
about Biden? How many niggas he put away?
He was, he helped with the crime bill. I think it was his.
Okay, in '93 with Bill Clinton, right? The 3 strike.
Yeah.
Now let's go past that. How many racist statements has he made blatantly in front of people, which was in the papers about black people? He don't want black people mixing with his grandkids in school. So you telling me, see, this is just to bring my point back around again. I don't care who the candidates are, because it's all the same. They all aligned. You trying to pimp me, but I'm saying if you're gonna pimp me, make it beneficial.
Of course.
If you're gonna pimp me, at least help me to get a piece of the pie, bro.
That's right.
And I don't care, because at the end of the day, I don't believe in picking between the 2 evils and the lesser. There's no such thing as picking a lesser of 2 evils, bro. It's either you good or you bad. There's nothing. As we know, politics is politics. Politics is grime. It's a dirty business, bro.
Yep.
And I don't want no parts of it.
Yep.
All I'm saying is, as a man living and breathing, give me my piece of the pie.
That's it.
I'm a money can. Put the money out there in the you could just put it in the air.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reach out and grab some.
Yeah, that's it.
Give me a chance to hustle, bro.
That's it.
So I do think that is our current state in this country.
What's that?
That it's a moneykin. Like you can be a moneykin. Like everything is available to you.
Like what's available to me? Tell me, because I
all
need
of
to
it.
find out so I can go.
All of it.
Go get some, because everything ain't available to me.
Why not? I mean, I would say, why do you think that? Or like, what are your roadblocks? Where are your hurdles?
My hurdles and my roadblocks?
Yes. Like, do you think it's because of your blackness that you can't achieve, or that you I guess it's more difficult to achieve?
I don't try to use that as I don't, because I have children. I don't try to use blackness as a scapegoat for anything.
Yeah, of course.
But I do understand, as a grown man, I do understand that my blackness does put roadblocks. But I don't try to use it as an excuse. I'm gonna run through it.
I agree with you.
So my roadblocks are, let's say if I wanted to be average or below average, right? If I didn't want to be middle class, if I just want to be poor, I would have a lot more stuff given to me. I can have all the food stamps in the world. I can get a Section 8. But
the minute
what
you
else?
have any bit of success,
the minute you get a certain amount of money, like they make
they're
sure
not helping you no more.
Now your foot is on my neck, and you make it harder for me to breathe.
Because it stayed there.
Yeah,
you moving too fast. Hold on, stay there.
So y'all think that there is a sort of an overriding they?
No, the system is already built like that. There's no overriding they. The system was already put in place to make sure you have a cap. Yeah. Like, you can break the cap, but once you break that cap, go to another level, there's another cap, right? So there's always going to be a cap, but when you get to that middle part, ooh, boy, it's harder. You know what I'm saying? When you start making decent money, decent money to, so, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, right. But I don't think that's anymore. I don't think that's necessarily because of your race.
So, but if I was a white man, I'll go in the bank and I'll get a loan. I can do whatever I want to do.
I don't think so, bro.
I could take a white homeless person, clean him up, have him get a job at McDonald's, wherever, put a suit and tie on him. I guarantee he gonna get a loan. I can do the same thing with a black man. I guarantee he won't get a loan.
Yeah.
So
I'm from the street.
That's
I already
gonna
know.
boil down to, because we talk about systemic, right? Systems,
Mhm.
right? The system is built against blah blah blah. And I agree.
It's not
Like
blah,
in
blah,
the
blah, man.
past,
It's-
I said blah blah blah.
Don't say it though, but tell the truth. Come on, man. Saying the devil, tell the truth. The system is built against us, nigga. Go ahead.
So I do think that originally it was, for sure. You know, we have this debate about, is America a racist country?
Right, it is.
It is.
It is.
It is.
I think it has been. If you ask me today, is America racist? I would tell you no.
Why?
Because that's not to say that there isn't racism. Trust
Yeah.
me. There is racism all over the place. But the way we've written all of our laws now make it illegal for you to consider race in any decision.
Man,
They
that's
just
a
overturned affirmative action specifically because of that. Because you cannot consider race.
Ellis, there's just a lawsuit that came out against. I forgot what bank it was for
Mhm.
turning
Of course,
down black.
of course,
So
of
was it
course.
just-
BOA?
Huh?
I think it was
Bank of
BOA.
America, was it? Yeah,
I think it was BOA.
Ellis, you can't
But
say
it's illegal for them to do that.
It's illegal.
But they was
And they
doing it.
paid a big fine for doing
a
it.
fine.
You see
But
what I'm
it
saying?
still affected a lot of
No, for
people.
sure. And
Which-
it's messed
which-
up.
So you can't
Which
say it
means
don't
that
exist, it
racism
exists.
exists.
It was a
laws-
racist making the decision. It
Right.
wasn't the system.
okay,
At that,
so-
it's no longer. It's not the system. It's the people
Boy,
driving the
Ellis.
system now.
Ellis, boy, listen,
Right?
listen, it's a
Okay,
game.
put
I
it this way.
don't-
If I'm in a hiring position, right,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna hire you,
Mhm.
or I'm looking at you as a candidate to hire, I could look at you and be like, I'm a white man. I hate black people. I am not hiring you.
Mhm.
Right.
I cannot say I'm not hiring you
Because
because
you're
you're black.
Right.
So that's supposed to make
Okay.
it not racist because you can't
No,
say it?
but okay. Give me two
You're
white
thinking
people.
from an attorney
No, I'm
standpoint.
not. I'm
Yeah,
also
you
saying
are.
give me two white people. I could say, I don't like the suit you're wearing today,
That's different.
so I'm not gonna hire you. What I'm saying is I'm making a decision based on something other than your merits, right? Whatever my rationale for making that decision is gonna be my rationale,
Well, this is
right?
why.
And so there are a lot of white people who are in positions of power, in hiring positions, who are going to not hire you because you're black. They're going to not hire you because, you know, you come from a certain country. They're gonna not hire you because your religion is Islam. They're gonna not hire you because of whatever, but they can't cite that as the reason.
They don't
Now,
got to,
They
though.
never
exactly.
do.
They could
Right,
cite
right.
any
But-
reason.
Right.
Ellis,
They
but
could cite
still-
any
but
reason.
that makes- that still
but
makes it
Ellis, but Ellis,
systematic. Because it's happening, and
Ellis.
it's been happening, and it's continuing.
I know
to
it happens.
Bro,
I know it
Bro,
happens. I
all
know it
that,
happens.
all that's happened is now the game is mental.
Verbiage
bro.
changes.
It's a mental game. It's
For sure.
But it's a chess match.
Yeah.
For sure.
So you don't gotta. You can't tell me whites only,
Okay.
right?
Right.
But,
Let me flip
but
it.
You don't gotta say whites only anymore.
Let me flip it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is what it
Of
is.
course.
Come on, man.
So let me flip it. So they just overturned affirmative action, the Supreme Court. Colleges can no longer use race as a sole determining factor for admitting students.
Mhm.
Right.
They got rid of a quota system, right? It used
Okay.
to be like, I think UNC,
You know why they got rid of it?
it
right?
was Stanford, because it's illegal.
No, but do you know why? No. But you know who was the machine behind it to get it to change?
It was Asian students. Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
know that. I know
So
that.
don't make it seem like they're doing it for
Right.
us.
They're doing it to
They're
cater
not
to the Asian.
doing
No,
it
I
for
know
us.
That's
that,
my
of
argument.
course
Ellis-
they did it
Ellis-
against
right.
us.
No,
They did it
Ellis,
against.
but
Hear me
Ellis-
out, bro.
no,
Hear me
but
out.
I'm just saying, but if say that, but say the whole thing.
Right.
It's not for us niggas, bro.
Right.
Say that, bro. They doing it for the Asian
Yeah,
students.
course.
to cater to a certain group.
Yeah,
Right.
don't make it seem like it's
Of
not
course.
racist.
Some Asian people got mad because it was harder
Thank
for them
you
to
for
get in
saying
school.
that.
They
But
started
they
blaming black
don't
kids.
care when black people get mad.
My
Thank
point
you.
is this.
My point
Black
exactly.
people
My-
have been mad for ages,
for
for
centuries,
years.
for centuries, forget
They
years.
don't
centuries.
care
Right.
about
Since,
black
since
people.
we were singing,
being
"Wait
oppressed."
in the
Right.
what?" It's a
My
nigga
point
picking
is
cotton,
this.
man.
My point is this. In the decision, the judges basically said this,
Mhm.
and I think it was Roberts who wrote in his decision, in
Mhm.
his whatever you call it, his decision. This by no means precludes a college from using it as one of many using race as one of many factors. So you can tell me. So basically, he was saying, like, if the college wants to accept you because you're black, because they gotta let in 100 black people this year, that's
Mhm.
wrong. But if the college wants to let you in because you're black, because you wrote a story about how your blackness affected your story and how you overcame and how you did that, then they can consider the fact that your blackness was a part of your story to let you in, right? So that's something that will work in favor of black people. The reason I'm saying that
I want to hear. I'm
is
trying to understand the reason.
know,
I'm
me
saying
too.
you a genius, bro. And no, because no, I know you outside of this, so I know you really are smart. I'm trying to figure out where you going with it? Because at the end of the day, it ain't
the reason I'm
beneficial to
saying
me
that
and
is
mine.
because the person making the decision, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's I'm letting you in because I gotta let in 100 black people,
But
or
that's
I'm
done
letting
away,
you
that's
in.
done away with. It's no
Both
more
in
letting
both
in
cases,
black
they're
people.
letting you in because you're black.
So now the new rule is the new rule is not because the new rule is they're gonna let you in because you've earned your way in.
No, they can still let you in specifically because you're black.
But what the Chinese are going for is you're going in because you've earned your way in.
Yeah.
Not because you're
You don't
black.
think any of them black people earn their way in?
No, that's not what Ellis.
I'm not saying you. That's a rhetorical question.
No, that's not what
General
I'm saying.
you, y'all.
No. I'm saying to you is none of this you just spew that has anything to do that's helpful to us, bro. You familiar with the stock market, right? The NASDAQ?
I'm familiar in a way.
But you familiar with
I know what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say you pick the top 25, 30 companies, 50 companies in the NASDAQ.
Mm-hmm.
You go to the very top to check out all the CEOs.
Mm-hmm.
How many of them you think is going to be black CEOs?
Very few.
Very few. What are their races going to be?
Mostly white.
Mostly white, but what?
Male.
No.
Mostly. What do you mean?
We ain't talking about no sex. Mostly white, but what exactly are they?
I don't know. I'm not
Say it,
following
Ralph.
you. Help me out.
What are they?
He's not following.
White. That's it.
Who runs? Who? It ain't. Hey, listen. I'm not doing that. I'm saying white, but what are they? What's their nationality? Who run things?
The Chinese.
I don't know. Help me out.
The Chinese.
No, the Chinese is second fiddle. Who run things? Who's the man that run things? Really run things?
The Caucasians.
Caucasian what?
The Caucasians. What? Rothschilds. What? You getting deep? I mean.
I ain't getting deep. I'm just saying, bro. At the end of the day, racism has not been done away with.
No, of course not. Of course not.
It's not one of those things where they've made it better for us and our families. This is the thing with what America has done. What America has done is give us an opportunity. If you're able to build a business, a brand, and can take off.
Yes.
If you're able to dribble the ball and put it in the basket and build your brand, and you're able.
Right.
If you're able to run between them lines, you're able.
Yes.
Right? It's no longer where, oh no, you got to fight to get in the league, or you don't belong next to us. Now they're saying, you know what, we can use you to make money off of you. We're going to allow you to come in, right? But at the end of the day, there's always going to be this imaginary.
All right.
Hold up. There's always this imaginary cap that you can never go past, bro.
All I'm saying is this. All right. Since you brought in the stock market, right? Let's say, I don't know, give me two shoe brands, Nike and Adidas, right? You're looking at their stock market numbers, right? So literally all you're looking at is graphs and numbers. You can't tell who is who. It's company A and company B, and all you see is numbers, right? And you're comparing them. Now, if Nike and Adidas are exactly the same, right? Or close, pretty close, right? Like within spitting distance of each other. But you prefer to wear Nikes. Which stock are you going to buy? Probably buy Nike, right? Because it doesn't hurt you to buy Nike.
No, I'm going to buy the stock with the most upside, bro.
But
I'm saying they're the same. I'm saying they're the same.
But there's going to always be a company with more upside. See, it's not feeling based. It's not what I like. It's like, it's what's going to make me money.
But but I'm saying all things equal, if both have the same upside,
right,
you're going to pick one based on something other than those empirical numbers.
So explain,
right?
Break that down to me.
What phone do you have?
I have an
so
Apple
you saying
phone.
it's more
You have an
based
iPhone, right? The iPhone ain't no difference than the Samsung Galaxy.
But this ain't my choice. This is what my wife.
Okay,
did,
but
brother.
whatever the
I
case
ain't-
may
I-
be,
So you saying it's more
whatever
of a
the case may
popularity
be,
thing?
I'm saying that I'm saying that you have your reason for selecting that thing, whatever it is, outside of equal numbers, like, or just straight merit.
Oh, so you're saying when they're picking from us and other people, they're picking based on what? Just numbers?
I'm saying that the system no longer allows them to consider the fact that you're black when considering those things.
come on,
Now
man,
they
that's
can, of course
bad.
they do. I'm not saying they
So
don't.
racism
They do.
exists.
All right, put it this way. When I hire my next person, I'm gonna try to hire a black person.
You shouldn't try. You should. You should make it. You should make
Okay.
it definite that you want to hire a black.
What if
person.
there's a white person more qualified?
You should say, yo, I want to hire a black person.
You see what I'm saying? I'm going to use blackness as a reason for me to hire you, even though I cannot
'Cause
say.
you want to give a black person a chance, bro.
Right.
That's racism. That's racist.
You can't be racist if you black. You don't control nothing.
That's
I
racist.
laugh at black people that say black. That's you're not right. You don't control nothing. Okay, this is America, right? Everybody else in America controls their niggas. Don't control. You don't control nothing.
All
You
right.
don't control. You can't be racist.
Okay, I feel you.
Because your racism, saying I want to hire a black person, it's not gonna affect no white people from eating, bro.
Yeah.
They're gonna be just fine. But if you don't give a black person the opportunity, they may not get it somewhere else.
All right.
That's the difference.
So,
That's
long
reality.
story short, because we kind of got lost in the weeds a little
Yeah.
bit.
No, we didn't. Get lost.
But I'm
started talking
I'm
about
talking about
racism.
the
As opposed to
Republican
dem-
versus
yeah.
Democrat thing.
As opposed to the
So I do
parties.
think, honestly, I do think that hopefully we as black people can get to the point where we realize, like, and I use the example because I was like, all right, I kind of don't blame black people for reacting the way we do when we talk about racism because it's been so prevalent. Like
Yeah.
my father grew up in segregated
Yeah.
America. He went to segregated schools. He was born in 1957.
Okay.
Right.
UNC let in their first black person in like 1976.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, or the first scholarship athlete at Carolina was in like 1976, bro. Disco era. You know what I'm saying? Bell
Yeah.
bottoms and afros. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yes, racism exists for sure.
So
but
you're
I
gonna,
think
you're gonna
that
take back your statement you made where you said it doesn't exist.
I don't know. I think that we've legislated racism out of the system.
We're not talking attorney.
People are still
No.
racist. People are still in
So
the
they
system.
and they can still control things.
Yeah, the system is run by the people in it. You see what I'm
Okay,
saying?
that's
So
right.
therefore, you can't like eradicate racism,
So it's still
but
there.
we've legislated it out. So if you ask me if America's racist, no, America's not. We can't be. It's illegal to be racist in America.
The people in America are racist.
But the people are racist. And so they make their decisions based on their racist
So-
ideology, but it's not the system anymore. It's the people. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, all right. So,
Which means that as those people age out and the newcomers come in, we could only hope that they are not
Yes,
on the same
but check it
system.
out. So here's the situation with black people right now, right? America is a person with a knife stabbing black people since 1619,
Right.
right? Stabbing. Finally, in 1964, the government was like, all right, you can't stab black people no more, right? So America stopped stabbing us. But black people are still sitting there stabbed,
Yeah.
bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, black people are still like, America, you fucking stabbed me. I'm
Yeah,
bleeding.
Yeah, but they
Help me.
They,
I'm bleeding.
they-
And America's like, bro, I'm not stabbing you no more. Get your ass up and stop complaining.
They're not stabbing us, but they're choking you and shooting you still though.
Still, yeah.
So it's you know what I'm saying. Like,
Whatever the case may be. But
I'm
you see
just
what you see
saying,
my
man.
but I
what
don't
my
think
boy-
I
my
don't think the, I
analogy
don't
is?
think the stabbing stopped. I think it's
So-
still going on.
I think
Yeah.
our generation right
Yeah.
now is still in the like, oh my, you stabbed me, America. I'm bleeding because you stabbed
you say
me.
our
You owe me
generation.
something.
Talking about our
Us.
Like
Us.
as for me, bro.
I'm
like,
40. I'll be 44 this
like,
year.
As for me, bro, I only speak the truth of what my eyes shows me.
Right.
I don't let it hinder me or stop me from doing whatever
And I'm
I gotta
glad,
do.
and I hope we
Right.
get to that point because
But
then
what I-
we will
but-
stop
no,
voting
no.
Democrat at a 90% clip
Well, like I
because
said,
then we won't be voting with our race anymore.
I don't vote for, like I said, for because I like anybody. I don't like none of them.
Right.
I vote because I want you to put some money
Right.
in the sky.
Exactly. And if we do that, I think ideally, and I had a conversation with a friend of mine who he's a former commissioner in Delray and also a former state legislator. And I want y'all to have him on the pod for
Okay,
real.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a real
Definitely.
interesting guy, smart. He's a lawyer too. He's actually very pro-Trump now. He started as a Democrat, and he's got an amazing story. Y'all want to
Okay.
hear it. But he and we kind of jokingly were like, yeah, we need to start a 50-50 plan. Like, essentially, we think that Black America, when we progress to the point where we should be, we will vote 50% Republican and
Mhm.
50% Democrat.
Why don't we
Because
why don't we
right
just look-
now,
why not learn how to
as
leverage
you
our
say,
vote, bro?
No, for sure. But that's how you do it.
No, but I'm saying when I say leverage the vote, I mean like as a people, we would sit down and communicate with each other and say, well, we've had meetings with these candidates and we've decided to go with this candidate because this candidate has promised
Well, to
us
start,
as
we gotta
a
vote.
whole.
Right.
Right.
No, we do
Due
vote.
diligence.
It's just
Right,
that we
right.
vote Democrat. We
Well,
do vote.
Right.
But I'm saying like,
Right.
why don't we learn to leverage the vote? The Cubans leverage their
They
vote.
leverage their votes. Yeah. Yeah. Like do our due diligence because
Like,
honestly, I think, you know what I'm saying, black folks, we vote with feelings. Everything is
A lot of it,
feeling
and they
based.
play us a lot
Yeah,
with the
of course.
racism thing.
Yeah.
With,
Right.
with
They
you know,
use
because
racism.
now, right?
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. I will not vote for Donald Trump
Right.
because I know that racist people support him.
Right.
So I'm not gonna rock with the dude that the racists rock with.
Okay.
You see what
Not
I'm
just
saying?
the fact that the racists rock with him, it's the fact that he is openly racist.
But let me
Right.
say, okay, but let
Well,
me say
I don't know,
this.
because he's never really actually said anything openly
let me
racist.
ask
Yes,
so
he
let-
did.
let me-
The
let-
last
Mm-hmm.
the last thing he just did, it was
Is that
so
racist?
racist.
You
It
talking about the
was.
shoes?
To say like black
the-
people like sneakers?
No,
but did
said
he say that?
All
Or
black people like is to put people on shirts. They walk around with my mugshot. Yeah, it is. That's very.
I didn't
racist.
hear him say that. I don't know
Yeah.
if he said that or not.
I'm gonna let you ask your
Yeah.
question. You got something?
Yeah,
man?
but see, the thing is, right? Because I always hear folks say, "Oh, Donald Trump is racist," yada yada. Me, I'd rather deal with a person that's gonna tell me straight up he don't like me. At least I know I can deal
Well,
with
you
the
know where you
person.
stand.
I know
You know
where I
where you
stand.
stand.
But don't you know where
Right.
you stand with all of them? Don't you
Nope.
know all of them think you ain't shit because you're black?
Yeah.
Nah,
So then why are you
nah.
voting? Why are you gonna vote? Now you just said you're just not gonna vote for him because the racist.
So it's
hold up.
yeah.
Because the racist rocks with him.
It's so
Hold up,
that's no
hold
longer
up,
the reason
hold
anymore
up,
for me.
Hold up, but Biden, the racists don't rock with him, but Sleepy Joe ain't doing nothing, bro.
Yeah.
But he's also not doing anything.
Huh?
I don't think it matters who's the president.
No.
No. The only thing that matters is what I just said.
They
bro,
run
is
it
that
all.
one and or the other is gonna have money in rotation. When the money's in rotation, regular niggas who are not attorneys,
But
judges,
they
whatever,
don't have
doctors and
control
lawyers.
over that.
Yeah,
I don't believe that they have
You
control
may not
over
believe, but
that.
I'm speaking for
Yeah.
regular black people that
Mhm.
grew up with the money's in rotation.
Rotation, that
And I know what I'm
experience
saying,
I
man.
still need
I-
to
Right.
like
I
I
don't know
need
how to
a
break-
picture of what
I
that
don't know how to
because
break it-
I'm
hey,
lost
I don't
when
know how
you
to
say
break
that.
it
I'm
down
like money's
for
in
you.
rotation. Like
I don't know how to explain
know.
it to you, man. But all I'm saying is this what I'm saying. One of them is gonna put money in rotation,
Right.
the other's not.
I get what Ralph is saying. Basically, what Ralph is saying, you need to open up your third eye. You need to open up your third eye. So when they put it
I'm
out
not
there,
laughing at you.
No,
that's
no, but
that's
no,
a
no.
funny,
Hey,
every
but
time people say it,
seriously,
it's funny to me.
when
yeah.
they put it out there, you know what I'm saying? You better be ready to stick your hand and go grab. Right. You can either stick it, you
Yeah,
can either
but
stick your hand out there and go grab, or you could just stay asleep.
But okay, so
You know,
but
you have a
y'all think
choice.
there's someone like at a switch, like saying, okay, money's flowing now, money's not flowing now. Like I don't.
It's not. This is how.
To me, it doesn't happen
is
like
No,
that.
this is the conclusion I've come up with, bro. And like I said, I observe, I watch, analyze, and I come up with my own opinion. I feel as though when you got one party, they're gonna put money in rotation because they're trying to scam and steal. So they gotta put it out there to move it around. They come up with these different programs, all these different things, these different opportunities that they provide you, so they can. Hold on, I'm speaking from my standpoint. I'm telling you from my. I can't break it down to you laying terms. I'm telling you what I've noticed.
Mhm.
So one party's gonna put it out there because they're trying to steal. The other party's not gonna put nothing out there.
Yes,
They're just gonna steal it.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, if you're gonna steal, put some out there, man, so I could put my hands up and grab some, bro. I ain't talking about stealing. I'm talking about put some,
Right.
programs and stuff out there where I can grab and reach somebody, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can grab me a few bills too. I like money.
So if we're talking about programs or
was
things
just
that
an
are
example,
government sanctioned or whatever, that would be Democrats because Republicans are the party of small government. Republicans want government out of the market. They don't want the government creating programs where there's money for you to go grab. They don't want the
I'm
government
not talking
doing
about food. I'm not
anything.
talking about Section
They
8 food
want
stamps, bro. I'm talking about-
no, not I'm talking about small business association, SBA loans. I'm talking about what was the thing that had all the fraud? PPP. Like Republicans would be against that because Republicans do not want the federal government involved in those things. They are the party of small government. So
about the Republicans?
Republicans want the market to control, right? So if
When you say in the
money's being
market,
put
you
out
talking
there,
about
it
the
ain't
stuff that-
it ain't a them. It's not the government. It's people with money. It's the capitalists.
But
it's the
money
entrepreneurs.
is
It's
in
the business owner.
rotation. That's what I'm saying to you, bro. You gotta understand the terms I'm telling. I
Do
can't
you
say-
know
I know.
that?
Trust
Do
me, I
you
get it.
know that when the government stopped regulating how much money needed to be quote unquote in rotation, it all went to just rich people that just hoarded it?
Mhm.
It's
I
not
guess.
in rotation. It's in their bank accounts. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just
There's
saying.
no, it's not that there are no wealthy benefactors. There are no billionaires out there that are like, let me try this trickle down economics thing
Yeah,
where
I'm
I'm
not
going to
talking
put
about-
money
I
in
ain't talking
play
about
and it's
trickling.
going to work its way down to the
I'm not
middle
I ain't
class.
talking about tricking. I'm just saying it's in rotation, brother. You know what rotation is? When you was in, I'm sure when you was in college, man. I know you used to be a bad boy. You used to do your thing.
I was
You-
never a bad boy. Babe, listen, don't listen to what he's saying. You
Oh,
know
no.
Ralph.
You go. She gotta know, brother. Come on, dog. Come on, man. You know what rotation? You know when black dudes be we finna put something in rotation. You know what rotation is?
Yes.
You know the rules. Pop up, bad.
Yes.
Pop up. I'm saying
That
when the
sounds like
Republicans-
communism to me.
Hey, you could call it what you
That
want.
don't sound
I'm saying-
Republican to me.
I'm saying when they're in office, they pass it. It's in rotation, man.
That don't sound
just
Republican to
gotta
me
open
at
your
all,
eyes.
bro.
You gotta open your eyes.
And you gotta
Yeah.
get you some. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? You gotta
Open up
learn.
that
I want
third
y'all
eye,
to open
man.
help me open my eye then.
Well,
I want to
kinda-
keep the conversation going for sure, man. Because I definitely, I'm not trying to move on. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like-
am.
Okay.
I
Right.
feel like this probably is a conversation that you guys should have over cigars and a nice drink.
Okay.
And
But what do you think about then about my 50-50 plan? Like, how does that strike you? The fact that I would think as a healthy sort of voting block,
right.
if black people were not 93% in the pocket
Democrat.
of Democrats,
They're not in the
to me
pocket.
that would reflect.
When you're in the pocket of somebody, you're getting something in return. We're not getting nothing in return for
Touche.
No, but what
for
he's
voting.
saying is the majority of the black people vote Democrat.
No, I'm
so
agreeing
if
with
By
we
far.
can, so if we can maybe, I agree with it in the sense of I think people should do their due diligence.
Yes.
Do your due diligence
I'm
and
saying.
vote
Right.
based upon what you believe.
On the issues
not
that affect
exactly,
you, right?
Not based
Not
on
a
race,
party.
not
Not
based on what
feelings.
you were told.
Not
Right.
believe.
And I think right
the
now,
money gotta be in rotation.
too much,
man.
too much right now. I think we do vote as a people. I would agree with y'all on that. That I think that black people vote with our feelings a lot.
Yeah.
A
Mhm.
lot of
I'm
it is
telling
I
you.
ain't gonna vote for that race.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, you can.
And that's
Or-
cool.
Or
Yeah.
grandfather in, just
Yeah,
pass
that's what I'm
down
saying.
generation
Yeah,
to
yeah.
generation,
Yeah.
man.
I'm telling you.
But I do think some black people as a whole are smarter than maybe we're giving them credit for.
Mhm.
And I think they have very real reasons for voting Democrat. I don't think that it's just
possible.
some bullshit and it's just because grandmama voted Democrat. I think it's
You'd be
because
surprised, brother.
no, I think it's an ethos. For me, it's an ethos because like even if I were looking at a Republican and a Democrat platform together, right? Like to me, let's take the welfare issue, right?
Mm.
Republicans don't like welfare because they think welfare queen, right?
Mm.
Okay.
They think we're gonna give money to these people and they're gonna take it and go,
And that's
you
why
know,
I don't
sell
like
it or buy
welfare.
whatever, you know, be buying shrimp and
'Cause that's what
steak
they
or
do.
be doing whatever they doing, right?
Mhm.
Whereas, and that's the Republican ethos. Like that's kind of what they think about when they think of
Welfare.
welfare. But for me, when I think of welfare, I think of I'm blessed. God has blessed me.
The welfare.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying period in life. I'm
Okay.
You
speaking
said,
for
you
yourself.
said
right.
when you think
I am
of
a blessed.
welfare.
No, when I think of welfare, when I think of helping people on welfare, I think I am blessed. Sorry, not if
thought
I
you
receive
said-
welfare, I'm
yeah,
blessed.
that's how you
No,
made it seem
I'm
like,
sorry, my
man,
bad, I
God
misspoke.
is
What
shit
I
is
mean
gracious.
is that I am not on welfare and I'm blessed.
Oh,
I am
okay,
blessed,
okay.
and I believe that God has blessed me to put me in position to bless other people.
Okay.
I think it's biblical. I
Mm.
think the reason we give 10% tithe at church is not so the pastor can drive an Escalade,
Mm.
but it's so that the church can do community work,
Mm.
so that the church can help the people that are sick, so that the church
But
can
they're
help
not
the
doing
people.
that.
Mine does.
That's what I'm
Mine
saying.
does.
But yours is it's like
You
one in
know?
a few. Like
I mean,
could
so
say,
I can't speak for every church. Now, of course,
say stuff like
listen,
that.
I know that churches,
you know what's going
bro,
on,
and so okay. The other reason that I go to church, and I actually had this conversation with my wife today, is that when you hear people like Cornel West, and other black thought leaders from the past, W.E.B. Du Bois, all of this, they always speak about the black Christian tradition.
You said W.
Right? They talk about it as a tradition.
Mm-hmm.
As a black person, to me, that's culture. Dude, it's tradition. I go to church, yes, because I believe in God. Yes, because like I want to align myself in a certain way. But I also go to church specifically because it's something that black people have always done. It's a black thing. It is a tradition. Just like you celebrate birthdays, it's a tradition. You celebrate Christmas, it's a tradition. For black people, the church is a tradition. It's a part of our tradition from slavery until now.
You're gonna have to come back again. Before we go, I'm gonna ask you this one question before we go.
Okay.
Have you found God in church? It's a yes or no question. Have you found, like, did you find him while you was in church? You found him?
I don't go to church because church is the way I'm close to God.
Okay.
I don't go to church to be close to God.
Right.
I'll put it that way.
You go there for culture.
I go there because it is a part of a tradition, and it aligns with my belief systems. And there are other benefits that I get from it: fellowship, community, all of those things. But I don't necessarily go to church to seek God. God is everywhere. I don't have to go seek him.
That's the point I was making. Because the way you.
Okay.
Brother,
I can agree with you.
as
you know what I'm saying? My
Ellis
fault,
has
man.
a
I'm
lot
a
of
deep thinker,
wonder.
bro. My mind be going everywhere.
Nah, brother, listen, bro. I just don't view things the same. Everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? I
want to unpack it. I want to explore it. So have me back on the pod.
You can come back again, brother. But
He's like, man, we ain't having this nigga back on.
No. You can come back.
Don't bring him back.
I'm just not gonna unpack because like I said, my belief is different. I don't put my belief on.
But I want to understand your belief. That's the thing. Like I want to see where you're coming from.
I'll never be able to just explain it to you. I can't explain it to you. I'm never going to just blatantly explain it to you.
Well, the cigars and the drinks sound like it's a plan.
Okay.
I can't, bro.
Cool. Black people.
You know, like I said.
If you're hearing me.
Oh, go ahead. Do your.
There's a 50-50 plan. Hopefully, as a people, we can get to 50% Democrat, 50% Republican. It sounds radical right now. I don't care who the 50% are. Whoever y'all are, half of us need to go over there because I think that will reflect a maturity and an electoral maturity in our group, in our subset.
For sure.
Because if we're not just voting Democrat because that's the thing that black people do, because Democrats are the party that's good for black people.
Right.
I think that will show a maturity because Democrats are not the party that are good for black people.
For sure.
Per se. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, let me say this, man. Ellis, man, we appreciate you, man. We
for sure.
Grateful and thankful you came, and we're gonna bring you back again because we're gonna need to.
Yeah,
I was gonna say if I'm not on the next segment, y'all know why.
No. I'm no hater. I've never been a hater. So we're gonna definitely need you to come back so we can dive in deeper. You know what I'm saying? But as always, man, we appreciate you guys out there supporting us, loving us, keeping us going. As always, like me and Al and Vic always say, please remember to subscribe, comment, comment, and reach out to us on social media. You know what I'm saying?
Let's have a conversation.
Let's have a conversation. If any of you guys would like to come on the show like my brother Ellis did, you guys have your opinions you want to bring on, come on, bring it on. We're open to it. And I hope you don't take offense to how
absolutely.
How
come on, bro. How long?
I know.
We go back like rocking chairs, bro.
I'm just saying, bro. You know what I mean? And like I always say, man, let's vote money and rotation. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion, brother. As always, love, peace, and get your money up, baby. Yeah, we love y'all.
Peace.
Yes, Lord. Get that paper.